This is Bonnie Vent. I'm so happy to announce these channeling sessions with the Connection are now sponsored by paid subscriptions. A big, huge thank you to those who've already subscribed so this work can continue. Subscribers will be asking the questions going forward from a secret group on Facebook. If you'd like to become a subscriber, please go to my website, www.bonnievent.com, for more information. Your assistance with this work is greatly appreciated. Please comment, like, and share these videos with like-minded friends and family. Private readings are also available from my website. As always, use your own powers of discernment. Accept what resonates with you and disregard the rest. And now, here's the Connection. Irina says, "Thank you, Bonnie and the Connection. My first question is in reference to a pattern that I've observed at times where there is often a passing and a birth occurring close together in families. What does that signify from a spiritual perspective?" Hi, Irina. It's not really a pattern, but it does happen from time to time. People can and do sometimes spend many lives in the same family lineage. As one leaves, another will return. More often, there will be time between these events. These are choices, not a pattern or template. Irina asks, in past sessions, the Connection has mentioned CERN and its potential effect on our reality. We have also touched on the Mandela effect and that it may be explained by the occurrences of a dimensional shift or how that ties into the fluid nature of our reality. My question is, do the man-made and natural influences explain why people's perceptions are so polarized right now? And generally, from a spiritual perspective, does the fluid nature of our reality factor into why a group of people may perceive a particular set of circumstances or an event in entirely contradictory or dissimilar ways? You have asked several different and disconnected questions here. We will attempt to sort this out a bit. There are man-made devices that can cause an out-of-phase effect on a given timeline. The energy waves coming in right now can also cause this type of an effect. You can get a surreal type of feeling when the timeline is out of phase. You may see overlays from other dimensions as well. When these feelings occur, you can always ground yourself before taking the next step. For the adventurous, the out-of-phase feeling is something they want to explore, and that is open to you as well. It is also possible to shift to a new timeline when in an exploration mode. You will ultimately be triggered by something or someone that will bring you back into phase. You may explain this away as forgetfulness or daydreaming, but there is more going on than perhaps you are aware. The more you flow with the energy, the more these types of experiences can occur, but you are in control of your experience. Seeing the same set of facts or experiences in a completely dissimilar way is based upon your own frame of reference and your past experiences and that of another. Having a particular attitude or emotion about a set of facts is something that can be picked up from the culture if you do not stay in the now moment and use your own powers of discernment. Your truth can be completely different than someone else's truth. It is best to stay aware and get as much information as possible. If you receive your information from one source and the words are emotionally charged and biased, that is programming. It is up to you to seek out your own truth and not just adopt what you hear in the culture. One should always be prepared to reevaluate what is perceived as true, as it can change as more information is discovered or new experiences come into your life. It is not a hard line, and there will always be bias. Lena says, "Hi, Connection. In these past months, I have noticed that I keep seeing the same numbers. Last month, I always noticed the numbers like 111, 333, and 444. This month, I still see numbers, but it is a little different. I no longer see numbers like 111, but when I look at the clock, I often see 0808, 1010, 1212, etc. This can happen several times a day. Do you think it is nothing but coincidences, or could there be a deeper meaning? Whenever it happens, I try to stop and think about what my thoughts were at the moment I looked at the numbers, but I can't find the meaning of it. Thank you, Bonnie and the Connection, for your work. Hi, Lena. These number sequences are a spiritual wake-up call. It's very much in your culture to say a coincidence is something that should be discounted or dismissed. Do you ever wonder why? The notion defies the true meaning, which is two or more events occurring at the same time. So no, they should not be dismissed. You have already figured out the meaning. These are triggers to point you to the now moment. You are doing well by taking note of your thoughts at the same moment that these triggers occur. Now you need to remember about staying in the now more often. You can look up the meanings of the numbers, but for you it's more important to think of them as reminders of the now moment. Sherry Lynn says, I would like to ask the Connection, what is the spiritual significance, reasoning for dementia and memory loss-oriented diseases? Is this chosen by the soul to assist in their crossing? Is there a physical component? What is the higher purpose? Thank you. Hi, Sherry Lynn. Interesting that we already discussed being out of phase, and that will cause this as well. As a person gets closer to death, they spend less time in 3D as they get prepared for their transition. So in that sense, yes, it is assisting them in their crossing. There are also physical and emotional causes due to trauma. Sherry Lynn says, second question. I'm confused about the true reality on twin flames. I have heard from some who believe you have a twin flame soul out there, and others who describe it as being you, the other part of your signature soul, and not another spirit or person in form out there, another signature soul. Thank you, Connection. Much gratitude. Yes, Sherry Lynn, the idea of twin flames has been heavily marketed and romanticized. There seems to be the notion that once you meet this person, life will be blissful. Perhaps too many fairy tales of handsome princes and damsels in distress. These ideas have done great emotional harm to many. You cannot be completed by another person. You are a whole person discovering yourself and having great experiences with others in your travels. This does not mean that bonding together to achieve a great purpose does not exist. It does. Experiences are deeper when shared. Until we meet again. Thank you for joining us today. If you'd like more information or to support this work, please see the links in the description of this video and join us at bonnievent.com. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see more videos. Click on the bell when you subscribe to receive instant notifications. Please check out my other videos. Want a private reading? Please go to bonnievent.com for more information.